Marco here. Today I'm talking about factors influencing Croatian real estate prices. Croatia has seen real estate prices move upwards in the last decade, anywhere from 40 to 100%, other than a few regions that are seeing a huge amount of immigration out of the country. So Croatia's been on par in terms of real estate appreciation to many Western countries. And what are the factors influencing Croatian real estate? There's definitely a few very odd things going on in the market you're not going to find in many other countries. And there are some similarities. For example, real estate prices, they're tied to the economy. If the economy is doing well, real estate prices tend to do well, especially if tourism is doing well in Croatia. It can be tied in part to rising real estate prices. Also, wage growth. If you see wage growth, you also see typically higher prices like in many other Western parts of the world. However, wage growth in the last 10 years has not been 40 to 100% to explain the dramatic increase in real estate appreciation. Then you have interest rates. Interest rates in Croatia, like many other parts of the world, have dropped substantially in the last decade, which has allowed borrowers to obtain more credit, which has further driven up real estate prices. However, in Croatia, there is a higher percentage of cash buyers than other countries. So interest rates, while they do play a large role, might not be as big of a role as some other countries. One really interesting factor in Croatia when you compare it to other markets around the world is most markets that have seen a huge amount of appreciation, let's say Canada, where prices have also doubled in the last 10 years, most other markets see huge population growth. In the last 10 years, Canada has gone from 34 million to 38 million, a 12% increase in the population. The population of Canada every year increases by 500,000. That is an entire city. And of course, that's going to put upward pressure on real estate prices. However, in Croatia, in the last 10 years, the number of inhabitants, the population has dropped 9.3%. The number of households has dropped 5.3%. And the number of units available that has been added to the market is 4.6%. So basically, a 5% drop in households, 5% increase in the number of available units, and prices have skyrocketed. That makes no sense. There's more supply, less demand, and prices are skyrocketing up. And why is that? There's a number of factors. One of them is in Croatia, especially in the coast, we have a lot of foreign buyers. Upwards of 20 to 30% of buyers are foreign, which drive up prices on the coast. They also drive up prices on continental Croatia because a lot of Croatians sell property on the coast and then they come to Zagreb, the capital, buy property, increase demand, drive up prices. A lot of Western countries have dealt with these problems, such as Canada, New Zealand, etc. For example, Canada just instituted a 20% foreign buyer tax to limit the number of foreign buyers, decrease demand, so Canadians can actually afford to buy homes to live in. Other interesting components here in Croatia, there isn't really a culture in terms of investing into anything else other than real estate. So if you have capital, people here don't buy shares of companies like Apple, McDonald's, GE. They don't buy cryptocurrency. They only know how to invest in real estate. So all excess capital is automatically invested into real estate, particularly condos, because that is all people know. Finally, one factor driving up prices quite a lot in Croatia, in my opinion, is short-term rentals. And a lot of countries have tackled this problem. Croatia hasn't. Because of the very strong tourist industry, Croatians invest in short-term rentals. And this takes away from the supply of properties to buy and to rent from locals. There's entire parts on the coast, for example, in the city of Split, entire neighborhoods that are just short-term rentals. So, and part of the reason people are piling into these short-term rentals in Croatia is the government is not taxing them accordingly. There's essentially no income tax on short-term rentals. You pay some sort of fee per year of maybe $100 per bedroom, but there's no income tax. Versus hotels have to pay income tax. If you earn income, you have to pay income tax. So people load up on these short rental properties, introduces a lot of demand into the marketplace, but it doesn't benefit the local population. Prices go up, long-term rental prices go up, everything goes up, but there isn't really a ton of benefit to anyone other than those individuals who own these short-term rentals and rent them out. A lot of countries are tackling this. They're pouncing down on short-term rentals, Airbnb taxing it heavily, etc., to push inventory back towards long-term rentals and the citizens of their countries, not for a huge amount of housing supply to be used for short-term rentals. So those are some of the factors that really influence the real estate market here, which are kind of peculiar, not similar to what you would find in many Western countries. So I would basically summarize it: foreign buyers, mentality of investing only in real estate, and short-term rentals. That's it for this week. Marco from Zagreb.